action inside the talk, if you like, to see, okay, how does the audience react on it, and based on that kind of choose to go more interactive or less interactive.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can, if you, I think the topic definitely lends itself to this flexibility. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Sure. Sure.
Okay. So
Okay. And so what we are going to record now is just a very informal conversation where you briefly explain a bit of the background. Why do you got interested in this subject? And why do you think it is relevant for BAs? So that we kind of have a bit of a personal introduction to the talk, let's say.
So you want me to respond that question,
Yes.
why I choose this topic, and the second is how this would help the BA.
Yes.
So to start with, Patrick and Philip, the trusted advisor, this came in my mind in 2011, when in 2010 I started a independent consulting role. I started doing consulting BA role in UK. I moved from Ireland to UK in 2010. 2011, I had lost my contract in the middle, and I was searching for 3 months. And that time, I read about what, how will be the best consultant, what you need to know, and things like that. And that's first time this trusted advisor come across, and that's where when I fascinated about this, that yes, this topic, this is something, the attributes, that competency, the trusted advisor talks, it is quite matching as a consultant you're working. Like when you work as an independent consultant, you need to have these competency, these qualities in you. So that's all I started interested. And I keep watch on this, like I do read and listen. And it did help me on the way from 2011 till now where I am. It did help me some way. So that's that's why I wanted to talk on this topic when I saw that, and I thought, why not try this one? Second thing, how this will help BA. It did help me to grow as a professionally, to grow as a business analyst, and to learn. And quite many attributes you see quite matching, because in a formal advisory role where either you have a lawyer or doctor or accountant or firm who works in an advisory role, or government job, you do advisory role, they are formal. But if you see the business analyst, because we are so close to business, if you are working quite in technology fashion, we may not be asked pull in every day, but certainly for lead BAs and other BA in that position, we do advise. People do come to us, whether it's a development team, whether it is a QA team, whether it is some other people dependent on us, they come to us to understand, because we are close to business, and then business come to us to find the business solution, how it's business problem. Can I define the problem? Can I give some business solution for the problem? What will be the option, kind of thing, business case? So we do get a chance depending on what level of business analysis do. So I do see that kind of a natural partnership or natural place I see BA play. And if you think more, then it might give you can choose a career where you go in a strategic analysis. Like if you are a business analyst in Wells Fargo, if I have a better advisory capability and things, I could move to those kind of role, like where I can handling the strategic type thing. I'm handling more roadmap and pipeline, how things work around, and could work with a further higher leadership, which could propel to me. And so that's what I see for business analysts. Not only it will help you to see where you can learn other similar qualities or similar skills set or techniques, but it also might help you to move the career around in the business. I hope that helps.
So you point out that business analysts kind of naturally have an advisory role in many situations. Do you also feel that they naturally become a trusted advisor, or rather not?
I do see, with my experience, as you say, Philip, when I started, pure business analysis in, quite long back, when I doing more you know, BA role, senior BA role, and then when we start doing you know, bigger program, a bigger initiative, and when you start interacting with business, they do seek your opinion, they do give you value. And I had that experience particular with Barclays, I had experience with HSBC when he moved into a bit more senior BA role, lead BA role, and kind of a you ask for, you know, how we think what would be best, what would be the best way to talk to regulator. Like if I work in a couple of regulatory program and I see that my responsibility to guide, I know it would be best we send a questionnaire, it would be best. So I do see, and some of the people I've worked with, they have moved into ladder in the organization where they really provide that advisory role. Like in HSBC, I have seen Richard was one of the, you know, lead BA who was in the position. He was sitting on chairing a decision board, architectural decision board. You know, that kind of role you get where you decide on those kind of decision making as a whole number of programs, or you come in a role where business deciding the next year roadmap, and you are one of that group who help business to decide the next year roadmap, what you're going to be, where going to be budget, where going to be invested. So I have seen people doing that, and even in my career, I have seen that when I moved up, I did find that people do come to me, ask me. I never had a formal kind of advisory role, but I felt that, and that yes,
Okay.
I can move
Okay.
into if I have had an opportunity.
Okay. Thank you. I think we can use that for creating a very short pitch. We're going to, not sure yet what the shape of or the format of the pitches will be. We're probably going to combine both talks from the same session because they are related and people will usually follow the entire session. But we'll have to see as we process all the short recordings how to make it work. Because the attention span of people on social media is also very short. So we have to be selective. But I think we got some interesting
Material.
information. Yeah.
Okay, good if that helps. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah, so I will get back to you with feedback on your slides soon. I actually am going to try to do it today, but if not, definitely this week. Yeah, go ahead. If there's something else you want to talk about.
Now that would be good if you give me some feedback, because I haven't presented on BA Beyond before. I did present in London. I think you were in my first presentation of audience analysis in 2017. That was my first and last talk in that conference. And same thing I repeated in Sofia, same year. So that is kind of a, so how BA and Beyond, what kind of expectation you see? My topic is kind of a, it can go talk and talk kind of thing. So I really need to be focused. Kind of, if you have any kind of a flavor of audience, they come, what kind of experience people comes and things. So if any kind of a analytics and data you have about the conference, that will help me to a bit guide myself where I should concentrate. And any suggestion, like how people like, what kind of feedback you had, whether they like data, they like a personal anecdotes to talk about, if they like more theoretical things, if I quote like people like those kind of a academic kind of a presentation. So if some flavor, then I can think about and keep improving my slides, so make it more useful. But in the day, I felt that it did help me just thinking about, can I be trusted advisor, and those things quite related to be a kind of capability. And I feel like it is kind of never-ending competency. You always, there is a scope of improvement and keep you on the toes. So that's why I like about this. Like any day I think about this, and okay, I need to learn on my listening. I need to learn, so you can plan whatever you're doing and things.
Yeah. So I think if you keep the London audience in mind, that is quite representative for the Belgian and Dutch audience as well. So people like a combination of some theory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's frozen.
Yeah.
Filip, hi.
Yeah, I'm back. Something to take away, something they can apply the next day at work.
Okay.
What also could be interesting is to trigger a little bit of interaction, to trigger people to think about themselves. Is, for example, starting with a question: do you feel you are a trusted advisor for your business stakeholders? And just to get a feeling of where the audience positions itself. And then by the fact that you kind of build also a little bit onto your own personal story is always a good point. That definitely helps people connect with your story.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah. That's absolutely fine.
Yep. We are looking forward to it. So.
Yeah, and I think it's indeed a good match with the other session because it's two different viewpoints basically into the same thing, which is how can I become a valuable advisor for my business stakeholders. Where you say, okay, you need to build trust, which is absolutely right. And where Robert says, well, we actually need to be able to challenge as well, which is also correct. And so it can create a tension. How do you manage that? I can imagine some interesting questions in the Q&A, in the combined Q&A at the end as well. So.
Yeah. I will give my flavor of my personal journey since 2011. If you see my draft, you will find I got a few slides, and I like the things you ask, like ask a question in the beginnings. I do have a slide for asking first question, so I had that point. So, but anything else, yes, it is something. Yeah, hopefully it will be useful for listener.
I'm sure it will.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Great.
Very good. Then I think we can wrap it up here.
Yes.
And yeah, we will be in touch via email in the coming weeks, and we'll keep you informed on how the preparation of the conference proceeds, and any information you may need about the technology and stuff will come in due time. So.
Yep.
Only thing I suggest, if you guys can write me to my Gmail. What happened that there is a restriction on my office email, so some of the email I can send, but formally, ideally they say that you don't send out email unless it is a business.
Okay.
Unless it is a business requirement. So my manager know that I'm dealing with this, so that's fine. So if I have less traffic for my official email going out, I don't know what kind of setup they have. I have joined the company. I'm since the beginning. I'm working from home, so I haven't seen the office. So like they were happy and trusted me, onboarded me through everything online. They sent me laptop and everything.
Okay.
And also, like first time they confirmed me vice president. That HR sent me an email like and so I got, okay, that's really good. That's really good. You trusted me, giving me some kind of a corporate title for me. That's really good.
Can you, to be sure, type the email address, your Gmail address, in the chat, so that I don't have any, because I'm not sure if I have it already.
Yeah, I'm just going to
somewhere. Then I'll be writing it down immediately.
Yeah, type it there in chat.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
I just don't want to be in a situation where I have to explain more than above my boss. Like sometimes things goes for boss, you're fine, like you report because you talk every day, like he knows what I'm doing. But if something other people, they just security guy, they know like, okay, this kind of, like, so it's may create unnecessary kind of a calling out my name.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. It's been noted. So future communications will be to your Gmail.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fantastic.
Thank you, Philip.
you're welcome.
Are
Nice.
you talking, Philip, as well?
It depends. I'm not scheduled, but if there is some empty slots, then I will try to cover
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how is it like? I understand it's 15 to 19, so few days in Amsterdam and few days, but it is all
It's
online.
all online. So the first edition of the conference was in Antwerp in Belgium,
Okay.
because we were trying to get both people from Belgium and the Netherlands to come to the conference. Antwerp is very
Okay.
close to the Dutch border, but
Yeah.
it didn't really work. We didn't have a lot of Dutch attendees at that time. So we moved the Belgian conference to Brussels, and I initiated a conference in Amsterdam the day after. So that was the second year. And the third year, we also had planned one in Brussels, one in Amsterdam. But then the pandemic happened, so it became an online event. But we already had the schedule for Brussels and Amsterdam on site, so we kept it. And now we just keep the branding as an Amsterdam event and a Brussels event.
Okay.
Because next year, hopefully, it will be back on site and we can have an event in Amsterdam and in Brussels.
Yeah, in face to face. I'd love to
Yeah.
get some time to come Europe and see
Absolutely.
old faces.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe at some point in time you organize an Indian BA and Beyond as well.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah, that's absolutely. I have to get to a speed with Indian side of people who are organizing and things. So I need to, on that side. I'm not known to the people over here.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Maybe you can start an Indian IIBA something.
Yeah. No, already there. I think I checked. There is already these people, already the different branches. But given this pandemic and given my situation, I was out of job for 6 months and then got this new job and things. So I will get involved myself and see how things working and how I can help to move that a bit in that kind of what you guys are doing there.
Yep. Okay.
If you were one of the IIBA chapters is at some point looking for an international speaker, feel free to reach out.
Sure. No, that would be great. That would be really great. Or any kind of, if I see if we have in Wells Fargo any internal event where we like to invite a external speaker, then certainly I reach out to you because I mean it happens sometimes. You have some event kind of where you require some kind of externally speaker and things. So yes, sure.
Okay, happy to participate.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Nice talking to you. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening, and
Nice
see you around.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Wat is de makkelijkste manier voor de YouTube? Dat jij de links ergens deelt met mij of zo?
Heb ik al gedaan. Dus, maar ik zal ze Dropbox zetten of zoiets. Downloaden en...
Dus mij gelijk. Als ik YouTube zet, kan ik wat dat makkelijkste is.
Of heb jij een tool waarmee dat je ze rechtstreeks van YouTube haalt?
Nee, ik moet die manueel downloaden.
Maar... manueel downloaden via een of andere.
Dus staan misschien niet, dat gaat alleen als ze publiek staan natuurlijk. Hè, dus misschien is het inderdaad.
Unlisted gaat ook nog. Unlisted gaat ook nog, denk ik. Okay. Het is alleen private die niet gaat. Dus ja. Nee.
Oké.
Goed. Maar heb die links, hè?
Dus ik weet het niet van buiten. Het kan zijn
dat ik een keer geshared heb.
Oké. Ça va. Dat is goed, dan kan ik er weg. Maar ik zal 1 of 2 probeersels doen en dan laat ik het wel zien en dan...
Natuurlijk, we hebben nog niet alle sessies, hè. Dat 2 sprekers...
Nee, inderdaad. Maar goed, in deze kan al een begin zijn. Hè.
Ja, tuurlijk.
Want ik denk dat het wel handig is als we het... Zou je het per sessie doen of per dag? Per track?
Per sessie doen.
Per sessie, ja. Alleen per cluster, ja.
Een track is dan weer...
Een mix, hè.
Ja, hè.
Ja.
Cluster is misschien het interessantste, omdat dat inderdaad voor de deelnemers ook hetgeen is waar anders tussen moeten kiezen.
Oké, ça va.
Goed.
Ik ga proberen in mijn agenda te squeezen.
Ja. Oké. Het e-mailadres heb je genoteerd, hè? Dus van de
Ja,
Ravi.
dat heb ik. Ja.
Dat is goed. Oké.
Ça va.